everyone. This is JPaul Hernandez, and welcome to my podcast, the JPaul Hernandez podcast. And thank you, Podcast Network Asia, for powering this. And I'm so excited because I am just with a goal getter woman. She is just like everything she touches turns into gold. Um, I've seen her start her business a few years ago. I remember she's actually, looking for a lot of clients, but now she actually has the power to refuse clients because of how they have grown her company. It started with Braveworks, and now she and her husband Mel has they have been touching a lot of lives. She's also a great singer. I miss listening to her singing. But more than anything, she's changing the game through teaching organizations the power of video, especially because I believe that even if social media is out there, companies, small, medium, and large, are still underutilizing it. And I myself am learning so much from her, from our mentors, etc., etc. And without further ado, we're here to empower small business owners and inspiring entrepreneurs. And with my friend here, my dear video expert, the brave creative Kia Alvarez-Abrera. Hi, Kia.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you are in this crazy planets.
Hey Kia, thank you so much for being here. We want to dive into it immediately because a lot of people are stressed, especially a lot businesses are losing money, or maybe not losing money. They are having hard times getting collections. So, for example, me, I'm gonna put myself. I have clients. So we were chatting about this in the Viber group. So for those who don't know, we have a Viber group. So I have collectibles, but I can't just wait on my like just wait for them to pay. I had to figure out new ways to earn money. So Kia, my first question is this: um, why? So so for companies or entrepreneurs, hustlers who are having problems getting new income in, why is video important? Kasi for them, baka inisip nila dagdag trabaho na naman to.
Actually, one of the things na lagi kong sinasabi, no, pag yung mga tao na gustong mag-venture into video, a lot of them invest in the wrong things primarily. So when they're doing videos, they're looking at investing in a camera. They're looking at investing in a nice phone, in nice lights, or in even in editing courses, or learning how to edit via YouTube and all of those free resources. But um, when we look at video marketing, people tend to focus on the video and not the marketing part. So if you want to market through videos, you have to learn marketing. You have to learn business. You have to learn how to get your plan of return and then structure the videos or structure the content of your videos para makuha mo yung goal na yun. So for example, in some of our clients' cases, alam nila na gusto nila mag-rebrand. Alam nila na kailangan nila ng brand awareness. So the way that we structure the strategy of our videos, or when we make videos, hindi lang siya yung, hey, Braveworks, hey, Kia, I need a video, can you make me this? The way that we do it is we diagnose. So ano ba yung gusto nilang makuha? Ano yung gusto nilang mangyari? So we have a client who said na, kasi we wanted people to know that edge namin over competition is after sales. Magaling kami sa after sales. A lot of people want to go to the black market instead of us kasi mas cheaper, etc. Pero walang after sales doon. And even our competitors, hindi magandang after sales. Kami magandang after sales namin, and we're very confident in that. So that's the big message that they wanted to bring out. So sabi ko, why don't we do a rebrand video? So the way that we saw through the gap, there's a certain communication gap between where you are and where you want to be.
Yeah.
So the way that we structured the video is we incorporated some sort of rebrand dun sa company nila. So the video communicated that. So it became powered by humans. So they were in the digital space, and it was digital powered by humans. And that video, along with an entire event na structure namin based also on that big, powerful messaging. That allowed them to have 300 leads, qualified leads in one night. 300 qualified leads in one night and put them on the path to 1 billion in sales.
Wow.
So
Wow.
again, when we're venturing into video marketing, kung gusto natin gumamit ng video, the intention has to be very clear. Magbebenta ka ba? Do you want them to subscribe to your channel? Or do you want them to join your Facebook group, etc.? The intention has to be clear. As it is with any other forms of marketing, any other forms of content creation, the intention has to be clear. The strategy then follows that intention before you get to create content. So yun yung nakakalimutan ng mga tao when it comes to video marketing. Kasi people think that I'm just gonna turn on this camera, I have all the equipment, I have all the lights, I have all the editing software, I know how to do this, and then boom, yun na yun. And then it's gonna work.
That's right.
But it's not like that. It's not like that. I mean, video is very resource intensive. It takes time, it takes energy to do. So and in order for video to work, hindi ka lang mag-i-invest sa isa eh. Nowadays, hindi ka lang mag-i-invest sa isang video eh. And when I say investment, it's time, it's money, it's resource. You're not just putting all your energy and effort in one video. You have to be consistent with creating content. So yun yung nakakalimutan ng marami. So in order for you to be able to scale your business through video, you have to be able to know how to strategize your marketing first. You have to strategize your intentions first.
Nice.
Before diving into it.
Nice. I just noticed this, and I love how you are. How do you say this? How you are so loyal to the cause. For example, have you noticed? For example, some doctors are unhealthy, right?
Yeah.
But you are talking about video, and some people, for example, marketers have the worst websites. But you, for example, now we're a video podcast, and I'm sure you're using a DSLR webcam, and then you have a good mic, that your lighting is good, and you're just making sure that every time we're on live, we're chatting, even we're just chatting, or we're recording, you always prepare to be, look good or have good video that is out there. Why? Why do you do that?
Well, because it's important for you to practice what you preach, right? Kasi the reason why I do this, even if I'm just meeting with my clients, it's not just for first impression. It's para, let me quote Patrick Star, not Patrick Star from SpongeBob, but Patrick Star, the makeup guru from YouTube, the YouTube makeup artist. He said, it's like going to a dentist who has no teeth. So parang, of course, if you want to be, or if I want to be able to help people sort of professionalize their videos and know how to do marketing strategy, I don't want to be presenting myself to them as someone who doesn't have good video, or someone who's using grainy footage and stuff like that. I mean, kasi of course, if you want to set some sort of credential, and if you want people, because the way that I see it is, I want to be able to value my audience's time. So when I'm valuing their time and I'm valuing their trust in me, I have to make sure that I'm showing them something good. So as a video practitioner, as a video expert, or as someone who's in the video and creative profession, I want to be able to respect my audience's time, their energy, their resources, especially if they're going to be paying me to do something for them. Everything that I'm doing, hindi lang sa strategy, hindi lang sa everything has to be excellent. Ganun yung, I mean, that's always the way that I want to serve. I want to serve with excellence. And it's not just because gusto kong sabihin nila na, ang galing naman ni Kia, ang galing naman ni Kia. It's not about that. It's not about the vanity metrics. At the end of the day, it's about value. You want to be able to give them value. And I want to be able to look them in the eye, and for them to look into mine, and to really, let them know that they can trust me and I trust them. So ganun yung, that's the way that That's why talagang nag-ano kami ni Mel. We're very particular about setting things up and really giving the best that we could in terms of serving our audiences.
So, I appreciate it. Even if I don't, I mean, just seeing you as a friend doing what you do, I really appreciate it because honestly, it reminds me I can do better. And does that make sense? Like for example, just yesterday I bought a dummy battery for my camera. I say, oh no, Kia reminds me that I should do better. Because for example, it you don't know, you represent the business you lead.
Mhm.
And I just want to honor you for that. That hey, what if, for example, it's a logistics client or whatever? It can always lead to something else, and that's what I always learn for you. The premium that you give to your product because you believe in what you do, and that's I mean, as I've seen you, that's for those who are watching and listening. That's me doing a personal testimony on Kia and Braveworks.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah. Um, all right. So I love what you said on intentionality, the value that you add. It's who you are. Okay, so that's the mindset people should have if they're gonna push something.
Mhm.
Okay, so I if there's someone listening right now, they need to, not want to. It's now need. Video is a need in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, can you parang bigyan mo kami ng what should they do to launch a video campaign for, let's say, more sales? Everyone needs sales right now to feed their family, to feed their employees, 13th month, whatever, bonus. Okay, that's the idea. We need sales to feed everyone.
Yeah.
How do we prepare for a campaign, a video, etc.?
Well, for that, I can simplify it in two steps, right? Or two factors only.
Ooh.
Number one is authenticity. Number two is value. So authenticity is what makes you unique. Um, Even if, for example, if you have similar products or similar services to other people, what makes you unique is actually your process. So, pwede kasing, for example, ako, there are many video providers out there.
Yeah.
Maraming video providers, maraming marketing strategists, maraming creative strategists, etc. But what makes us different is the way that we do things. There are also, yung ibang mga video strategists, yung ibang mga video companies, they also have their own processes that's unique to them. That's why certain clients want us, certain clients want them. And that's okay with us.
Yes.
For me, kasi, it's really about sticking to who you are, how you deliver things, and how you navigate through all of these challenges in the business. So, if you want to go into video marketing, remember, ang video, it's multisensory. So people can see you, people can hear you, people can actually, there are people who can actually feel through your body language. If you feel na nasa harap ka ng camera today, etc. It's really about showing up authentically. Again, one of the things that I always tell my mentees is when you're putting yourself in front of a camera, remember that you're not talking to a camera. You're talking to a person who has emotions. You're talking to a person on the other side of the spectrum, right? So when you're doing that, you're humanizing the communication. So when you're humanizing the communication, it makes it easier for your audience to resonate with you. So again, it's really important for you to be authentic because again, you're talking to an actual person. You're not doing this for the algorithm. You're not doing this for the vanity metrics. You're not doing this to even to sell, diba? Or even to market. You're doing this because you want to. You're coming from a place of serving someone. All right. So that's the first one. It's authenticity. The other one is something na kanina ko pa sinasabi. It's value.
Yeah.
If there's one tangible tip that I would like to say or I would like to share when you're planning to be in video is that especially if people don't know you yet. Actually, I know I'm just copying this from another video strategist that I'm following because of course continuous learning.
We learn from each other.
Yeah, we learn from each other. So that tip is skip the meet and greet. So what's the meet and greet? Hey guys, I'm Kia. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this and don't forget to etc. Right? I'm Kia. I'm so great. I'm such an expert, etc. Skip it. So that's in video. It's so important for people to know that the first 2 seconds is absolutely crucial. So if they don't know what they're getting out of watching your video from the first 2 seconds, forget it. Hindi ka na nila papakinggan, hindi na nila. I mean, if you have all of those vanity metrics and all those meet and greet for the first 10 to 15 seconds, wala na, you're losing them. So again, in the height of 2019, I believe, in 2018 to 2019, there was a huge surge in the advent of personalized videos. So yung nag-dominate ng video marketing space is actually personalized videos. Why? Because people want authenticity at this time. We're in the age where social media is so rampant, especially when the pandemic happened. Ang daming nag-go into content creation kasi accessible siya eh. Ang daming biglang nag-create ng content, ang daming nagve-videos, etc. Pero a lot of people are using it for the wrong reasons. It's for likes, it's for comments, it's for engagement, etc. I think these should be counted as results and not goals. Two different things. They're results. So ang goal mo is to serve your audience first and foremost. So again, that's authenticity and that's value. So if you're going to be using videos, make sure that you're showing up authentically and that you're really giving value.
That's
you're
so
really
powerful.
serving your audience. So that's those are two things.
I was watching. You have so much content. I don't remember what, but I was watching one episode that you were making, and it really hit me.
Mhm.
And you were saying, "Stop going for viral, go for value."
Yeah.
And it really hit me because so I was really stressed out with my branding, etc. And so I remember, I think 2 years ago, I had a video that hit, I think, 1.5 million views. But it's about love life. Okay, about ligaw-ligaw, ganyan. And people are saying, go for the love life expert. And I said, and people were like laughing at me because I said, and then what? Like, what value do I add? Like, because what? If I do videos on love, I know I'll be limited. But I know I can create videos on entrepreneurship and career, which I can do on a scaled proportion until the day I die. I mean, I don't mind doing love videos every now and then, but not every single week. So, yes, entrepreneurship videos have way less reach in a sense. But for some reason, that's where I get my talks. That's where I get new clients for logistics, new potential businesses. Um, and I got it from you. What can you share about it? I mean, for just based on my experience and stuff like that.
Ano kasi, with every video that we put out there, there's always going to be someone who's going to be served. Ang virality kasi follows value.
Ooh.
So if people get value from you, I mean, it doesn't even have to be, world changing. I think I shared this in in the groups. I shared about it's Judy time or it's
Oh
Judy.
yeah. 12 years ago.
Yeah. So actually, ang ginagawa lang naman ni Judy is what she wanted to do at that time was just to share to people how she does her hair. That was her first video. It was a hair tutorial. And then she became consistent with it because she wanted to tell people how she does her makeup. It became parang, I mean, she just wanted to teach people how they can do their own makeup. So sa kanya, that's a form of service, and people got value from that. It can be, it doesn't have to be, world changing right away or a game changer right away. Sometimes you just wanted to teach people something, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also this one channel na I really really like. Parang I forgot the title of his channel, pero ang ginagawa niya is he fixes cars, he fixes a window, he fixes or he does plumbing. And he's basically teaching people who grew up without a dad what dads should be teaching their sons. So powerful yon, and he has like millions of views. So ang sa akin kasi there are people who go into video thinking na ito kasi yung mas iko-consume ng maraming tao eh, or ito kasi yung feeling ko mas marami akong authority in. That can be authenticity. But again, it's really about balancing also the the authentic part of you as well as what you can serve, that really has value to your audience. So ang rule namin diyan palagi is 1 inch wide, 1 mile deep. 1 inch wide, 1 mile deep. So it can be a narrow topic. Pwede siyang narrow na topic eh. But yung knowledge mo doon and yung value na nabibigay mo is super baba. Super madami. It's 1 mile deep. So maybe the reason why when you're talking about love and you're talking about this kind of subjects, there are people who get drawn in. It's because they resonate highly with it, and that's valuable to them. Kasi minsan gusto lang nila na may napapakinggan sila that's giving them comfort, or if there's someone who's going through a heartbreak or medyo bitter pa, ganyan, that gives them some sort of that it gives them the dopamine, kumbaga, medyo high sila because of that, and they get served because of that. People again are emotional beings. So pag nakakarinig sila na ganon and it gives them comfort, that's value. So again, it doesn't have to be world changing, it doesn't have to be like huge na talaga, oh my gosh, freaking 100 million views. It doesn't have to be like that. It's just going to follow. Now the reason why you got recognized by these businesses and nagkakaroon ka ng additional business because of this is that, number one, people can sense or businesses can sense charisma. So when you have charisma and people are drawn to that charisma, it can resonate with whatever topic you're given. So again, you're given this topic on entrepreneurship, you want to be given this topic on leadership, etc. As long as you have that same charisma when you're talking about love, people will resonate. If the right audience will always resonate. So again, it's also not it's not getting into video and then trying hard to be entertaining, etc. Again, authenticity plays a part in this. If you're authentic, the right people will find you entertaining.
Ooh, nice. That's so
that's I think that's based on our experience, ganun talaga yung nagiging role kasi ng video eh. It's syempre, again, it's multi-sensory, and when people resonate rightly with you, they will follow. The virality part of it will follow.
Ganda. Thank you. Thank you, Kia. Just really a wealth of knowledge that you're just dropping here for free. Thanks for being so generous. Okay, I just had an idea. So it's not about really virality per se, but the value creates the virality for your content. So how do you define, okay, you have a business, you want to target these clients. How do you know that this type of video is the right kind of video that will add value to my customers or the customers I want?
I always believe in design thinking. It's one of the methods that we put into our process. And design thinking always starts with empathy. So when we're talking about empathy, you're actually observing your audience from a distance. And it also can be na tinatanong mo talaga sila. For example, you're messaging them and then you're asking them about, struggles and pain points. What do you find hard when it comes to, for example, saving up for the future? Yung ganun. So sometimes people appreciate it when they get asked those things. And then if it's really part of your expertise, it's part of, if it's part of your practice, and then you go on video and you start to serve these people and solve these gaps, then they're going to listen to you. You know that it's creating value for them. So again, when you're creating a video, you're not talking to a sea of people. I think the way kasi that we want to create videos is it's speaking as if you're talking to a friend in you. So even if alam mo na maraming manonood ng video na to, you're zeroing in the mads. I used to be in the mads. In the Madrigal, we call it the zero position. So pag nagsi-zero position kami, even if it's a sea of audience of 3,000 people, we're actually focusing on just one and we sing to that person. It's the same with video. You have a zero position. So ang ginagawa namin is we actually create a persona. So yung persona na to, ito yung problem niya, ito yung nahihirapan siya. For example, I have one mentee who's in fitness. And sinabi niya na, I mean, there are people who are so overwhelmed with inserting sort of a fitness regimen into their lifestyle because it's they're busy, ganyan, hindi nila alam kung paano sila makaka-insert ng workout regimen. Pero lagi silang pagod, lagi silang exhausted, gusto nila magkaroon ng workout. So what we're doing is we're creating a persona where we're giving her a name. Let's say her name is Stephanie. So si Stephanie, we're delving deep into her pain points na. So I'm a busy mom. I have so much to do. I'm working 3 jobs, pero gusto ko maging healthy. Hindi ako maka-find ng time to do a fitness regimen, etc. So now you're kind of delving deep into the problem of this one particular person. And when you're doing that, you're actually now trying to troubleshoot through the problem. So when you're troubleshooting through the problem and then diniscuss mo siya on video in a very clear, concise, and emotional way, there's actually, again, biglang nagkakaroon ng maraming Stephanies pala na ganun yung problema. And then that's when they're gonna follow. Kasi when you're talking again from an emotional standpoint and you're talking about a struggle, you're talking about a pain point, instead of, putting yourself in front of camera and then selling, buy this program, buy this product, buy this service, etc. When you're coming from an emotional standpoint, people resonate with you first before they trust you. So it's a no trust and love kind of thing. So yun yung nagiging power ng video that's really strategized and structured for one particular persona. So ganun yung pag-structure natin ng strategy. It's really talking to a friend as if you're just talking to one person.
I love it. Alam mo, this is just really me honest that for the longest time that I've been employed and doing business, my mind was, ito marketing, ito customer service. But with what you're sharing with design thinking, it's customer care creates more customers. It's like, because you have empathy with your customers na hindi mo na sila pineperahan, and that's how you can attract and reach through a story, a video, or whatever, more customers. That it's really one, in a sense, in my business, supply chain. So you changed my life today. Well, thank you for that, because it's something that has been a big gap in my head. And thank you for adding value to me.
Thank you. I'm glad, no, kasi again, you were mentioning kanina about branding. I think in a nutshell, kasi I mean, people think of branding as, this is my logo, this is my image, this is the way that I should be doing my marketing, this is how I need to be consistent, etc. In a nutshell, kasi branding is really just describing the relationship between you and your customer. So, how do they think of you in terms of serving them? That's your brand.
Ganda.
Relationship mo with them, that's your brand. That's it. That's the entire thing in a nutshell. What's your value to them? That's your brand. But if we think of all of these big companies, again, one of my favorite companies is Apple. So see Apple, if you look at the way that they do their video marketing, super duper simple, super clear, and people resonate with them right away. Because they really created like this army of Apple fans. Naging raving fans na sila. Because again, see Apple, it's think different. That's it. It's as simple as that. We are a company that allows you to think different. We allow you to challenge the status quo. Quoting Simon Sinek, diba? So again, that's That's branding. And again, brand has to do with authenticity, brand has to do with value. And when you're translating that brand on video, those two factors have to be present all the time.
Ah, ganda.
So, yun yung pinaka, I mean, if I was going to summarize all of it in a nutshell, it's really authenticity and value. People can see right through that. We have smart consumers nowadays.
Galing.
So, yun. So, yun, when it comes to marketing, it really, nag-ano na tayo nag-shift na kasi tayo from being company-centric to being consumer-centric. So, instead of we, it's now you.
Yeah.
Lahat ng pronouns mo, when you're going into video, as much as possible, use you. Shift the attention to the customer. Shift the attention to the audience. It's going to be so powerful. It's going to be life-changing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And well, your program is, you're giving this for free on my podcast. I can't thank you enough. No, but for those who are listening, Kia's later gonna promote her classes, but you just, and her services. But I really encourage you to just get it. Just I mean, I the blessing I have is that we have a mastermind group together, and I'm learning for free, and that's it. That's my blessing. From Kia. Kia, wow, just yeah. And alam mo kanina,
Yourself, I'm also learning a lot from JPaul in terms of sales.
amen. I was reflecting earlier about what you were saying about Apple and creating raving fans. I love so Tim Cook is not as charismatic as Steve Jobs, but because this morning they were unveiling the Apple Silicon, so it's, as we're recording, it's 11:11, so 11:10 in the US. So they were unveiling and ganda nung pagpan. So yung mga computers, tas bilang, these are the we use these computers and people use these computers. And then they had a montage of, what? Apple users change the world. And they were doing a video montage in black and white, like Lady Gaga. And it's like, there was no programmer. There were like just like iconoclasts, and they
Yeah.
were doing what they were passionate about, and I was just like, oh man, you hit it again, Apple.
Yeah. Kasi the reason why Apple does that, kasi para sa kanila, again, it's think different. It's changing the status quo. And it's because of our computers or because of our technology that these people had an easier way to change the world. So, I mean, if you join Apple, then you're joining, or you buy your first iPhone or you buy your first MacBook or whatever. Whatever product it is that you're buying from Apple, you're actually joining these icons.
Yeah.
So you're getting one step closer to changing the world. Again, I mean, you're buying a computer, you're buying a phone. Pero again, there's a certain mindset to it. So people find value in that. The mindset change, this community of game changers, so to speak, na parang yun kasi yung that's something that Apple stands for. So, if you're joining this group, you're joining if you're buying from this certain company, then you're joining this group. Parang ganun yung nagiging ganun yung nagiging marketing strategy nila. And that's powerful for people. Again, it hits them on an emotional level. So, one of my idols in terms of video persuasion, si Rick Cesari, sinabi niya na, in order for you to persuade people, you bypass logic and go straight to the heart.
Galing. Ganda. Yeah, that's really the goal, even in sales. It's really the main goal is to make, because I'm really into B2B. That's what I know. I really struggle with B2C. I tried it many times. Maybe one day I'll learn it, but it's not my expertise. The goal that I try to invoke to my client is to make my client feel that I want to help him or her grow.
Yeah.
That I will work my ass off to make you succeed.
Yeah.
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 Uh, Kia, I have so many questions, but I'll interview you again. One last question.
Yeah.
My the thoughts in my head are on a different concept, but next time, next time. Um, okay, one last story. Can you close with just tell a story of a client that you helped in the last few months, a client that you helped turn around, and just to prove the point that we're saying.
Well, funny you should ask kasi we were actually working with a couple of cities when COVID hit. So when COVID hit, of course, the first thing that our corporate clients cut was marketing. So definitely, since video is kind of a premium service for Braveworks, that was the first thing to go. So ang sinabi namin ni Mel, I mean, how do we um, first of all, how do we sustain our business? Second of all, how do we help other people now? Paano
Mm,
tayo makakatulong? So since we were working very closely with USAID, who's one of our biggest clients, we're working closely with USAID. And sinabi namin, I reached out actually to the communications officer of USAID and I told them, what if we create workshops where we teach these cities on how they can streamline and how they can improve their crisis communication. So that's what we did. In Approve nila, they created an entire activity design out of it, and we taught them how to structure their messaging, how to strategize their messaging. That really starts again with empathy for people. So talagang design thinking led is really social marketing, not to be confused with social media marketing. Social marketing, it's marketing that impacts society.
yeah, yeah.
So gumawa kami ng mga ganung workshops, all virtual workshops with six or no, 8 cities, with 8 cities.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of cities, yeah. And then parang it was 3 workshops and then parang 3 or 2 months of consultancy just to make sure that they're implementing well and alam nila kung paano nila ide-deploy yung mga communication nila. So videos is one of them. Um, and amazingly, one of the cities that we worked with, they only had a record of about 8 cases of COVID because of the way that they've been communicating.
Galing,
And
galing.
just last month, we found out that Puerto Princesa, who was also one of our clients there, Puerto Princesa is now COVID free. They're COVID free. So one of the things that I wanted to say or wanted to share via these stories is that communication and the way that you communicate and the way that you use your videos or any kind of platform for that matter, it's powerful. So you have to know how to use it with intention, how to use it again with authenticity, and how to use it with value. It
And that,
always begins and ends with empathy. So talagang kailangan makilala mo yung audience mo, makilala mo yung pain points nila, makilala mo yung struggles nila, makilala mo yung, alam mo kung ano yung gaps na isosolve. So it's more than just, videos, it's more than just a nice to have thing. It's more than just, another advertising platform or another marketing selling platform. It's to me, it's always a platform of service. Video is a platform of service. So at the end of the day, when you're creating a video, when you're creating your marketing strategies, when you're creating your communication or advertising strategy, or even when you're selling something, again, it always boils down to how is this going to help the people that I'm serving.
so beautiful.
So that's how we want to, that's how we always want to operate. We operate from a position in the place of service. That's it.
Ganda. Ganda. And yeah, and that leads to more opportunities, more business, and you're growing. Congratulations. I'm really
Thank,
happy.
thank you. Thank you so
Right.
much.
So thank you so much for being here, Kia. Can you invite them to your Facebook group, your website, your programs, and or how they can get you for probably if they wanna hire Braveworks?
Yeah. So right now, of course, I do have my Facebook group, and it's free, and we try to get as much value there, or not get, but give. We try to give as much value there as possible. It's called the Brave Creatives. So that's the Facebook group, and I also have a more advanced class called the Brave Video Creators Intensive. Although the doors for that close this Friday, November 13th, because the intensive is going to be starting on Monday, I am opening a new batch by January. So, it's this is going to help people who want to use their videos and turn them into business scaling machines. So again, it's really, how you can communicate your authentic value, your authentic self, and all those things, and streamlining your process and making them planned, powerful, and profitable. So that's what we're doing with the Brave Video Creators Intensive. But inside the group, I always give a free boot camp, and I invite guests in to give more value to the people there who need help with their videos. So just come on in there, and if you want to explore how you can work with us, with me, or with Braveworks, it's kia-abrera.com. That's it.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Kia. And
Thank you.
I'm so blessed with everything that you gave today. And I'm sure, I mean, everyone that is listening and watching will be, they have received value from you. And
Thank you.
um,
I hope.
yeah, yeah. And next episode, actually, next time I want to invite you on Catholic entrepreneurship and how do you maintain your Catholic values while being entrepreneur. So we'll schedule that again. I'm so excited. So
Love it.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
yeah. Thank you, Kia. For everyone, thank you so much for being here. God bless you. And the purpose of your wealth is to serve others. And just if you have a business idea, please push. Just take risks. Listen over and over again to what Kia said, and just go for it. Add value to people, and that's the value creates virality. So many nuggets of gold wisdom in this podcast. Please check out Kia, and God bless on your business. Thank you again. See you on our next episode.